Hello, hello, one more time. My name is Nikolina Basić. I am legal consultant in front of the Fiscal Solution company. I'm really happy to be here today and thank you all for your presence. Today we're gonna talk about fiscalization in Spain and Italy as a general overview. So here is my agenda. For the beginning, I will just give you a short introduction about our company, and then we will go straight to the point. First, I will explain really important information for Spain, and then we will switch to the Italy as well. So let's start. We are a Fiscal Solutions company and we are in retail in more than 20 years. So we have a lot of experience behind us. And we have our mission is to simplify fiscalization for all of our clients, major retail chains across the Europe, mostly. But we're not performing that just by implementing requirements, but only to create a tool that can help our clients to handle fiscalization, which can be really hard to understand. And of course, we provide knowledge and transparency to our clients. Why is that? That is because every fiscal country has its own rules, legal and technical, and it's not so easy to handle that. Also, we have two major solutions. Those are online platform that is a subscription-based platform known as Fiscal Portal, where our subscribers can have complete overview of the all countries that we are presented in, and they can have legal and technical documentations, workshops, news, alerts, and everything. So if you want to operate in some of the country on Fiscal Portal, you can find all relevant documents. Also, we have our Fiscal Chat GPT as well there, and a lot of features on Fiscal Portal. And we have our Fiscal Middleware that is a solution that in practice can help handle fiscalization across the Europe. From time to time, we migrate from the hardware to cloud, but different solutions for the different countries in Europe. Just a little bit about that, as I already mentioned. So, Fiscal Portal, as I already explained, the document, legal, technical, you can find there all in relation to retail. News and alerts. For example, if some country is changing something, we will put alert there. Fiscal Chat GPT, first GPT in fiscal world, when you can ask all of the questions, and consultants as well. Webinar and workshops with our consultants, legal and technical, where you can in live discuss all the problematic. And we have Fiscal News mobile app, which can be really convenient to monitoring the news and updates on the daily basis. And as I already mentioned, fiscal software, one fiscal cloud with one interface for all countries, where you can, by one solution, cover more fiscalization, of course, respecting all relevant requirements. We support all types of fiscalization, any retail concept. So that is just in short. You can meet us at Hall 10, E58, if you want to know more. But let's go to the focus of today. First, we will talk about Spain. Spain is currently non-fiscal country, but soon it will become. It is announced and it's known as a verifacto, but verifacto is not only mode, we have more modes in Spain, and it will be software-based fiscalization, which means that you will need specially designed software for fiscalization, for your sales transactions, for issuing receipts or invoices via that software, and it will affect businesses, mostly Americans or retailers, but also computer system providers. Those are POS software providers as well. So if they provide solution for their clients who are obliged to respect fiscalization, they need to make a solution for them. That is presented also here on this slide by the regulations, by the definitions. So you can see who is obliged in Spain. Mostly those are taxpayers who are issuing invoices or receipts, and others who are using special computer systems for it. So we have a first group and a second group. Second group, as I already presented, were producers and marketers of computer billing system in relation to their production for their clients. But a little bit controversial was during the introduction of the fiscalization in Spain, there are a lot of rumors who is obliged and who is not. So you can see that we have certain exceptions from the obligation of the fiscalization. Those are, as you can see, some special VAT regimes or subjects who are not obliged to issue invoice. But really interesting, subjects who are sending invoices via SII system, which has its own conditions, of course. They are not obliged to fulfill veri facto. So if you are in SII, you are not obliged to fulfill fiscalization. And also, taxpayers with tax domicile in the Basque country of the Spain are also excluded from the new fiscalization known as veri facto. That is why, because they already have a fiscalization in Basque known as a ticket bay. So, to summarize, we have two fiscalizations, new one, which is announced as a veri facto, and SII, which is accounting system which already exists. So you need to choose one or another. And also, if you are in Basque and your tax domicile in Basque, you need to fulfill only ticket bay fiscalization, not veri facto. No matter if you may, for example, have certain store outside of Basque, it is still only ticket bay. But if you have tax domicile in mainland territory, you will need to respect veri facto in all territory. So either veri facto or ticket bay. Just a little bit about Spanish fiscalization. It is, as I already mentioned, software-based fiscalization, so all requirements must be in software. They create special standard SIF, how it is announced here. So all computer systems or POS systems must have option or capacity to send data in real time to the tax administration, which is one of the major novelties in Spain. There are now predefined hardware equipment, which means that you do not need any predefined fiscal printer or any hardware, so software will be enough. And computer systems or POS certification will be required, but it will be handled as a verification procedure. What that means? That means that manufacturer, creator of the POS software for fiscalization must declare on the special declaration that it fulfills all the mandatory requirements. Currently, tax authority will not provide any testing or special certification, but of course, to avoid penalties, you need to fulfill all requirements. For each sales of goods or providing services, issuing invoices or receipt is an obligation, and also generation of special record in the system in XML format. All transactions must be chained, must be connected. And this new fiscalization will cover invoices and simplified invoices as well, because simplified invoice is pretty interesting for the retail. Online sales is also included. Basically, all sales channels will be affected with the fiscalization. And we have veri facto and non-veri facto mode, which means that veri facto, if you choose to be in veri facto, you need to send data to the tax administration in real time. If you are in a non-veri facto mode, there is no requirement to send them in real time, but you need to have option and capacity to deliver data to the tax authority if they demand. And of course, more security and control features are required if you choose to work in non-veri facto mode. Veri facto mode is still voluntary. It is not obligatory to be in veri facto, so taxpayers can choose. And as you can see, the penalties are really high if you are not compliant with the regulations. Really important is key deadlines. For the taxpayers, it is announced it will be July of this year, but 99% it will be postponed from January or June 2026, letting the taxpayers to be more prepared. But for the POS software producers, July 29th is the latest deadline where they can introduce their solution, which taxpayers can use as well. We are now waiting official confirmation for the taxpayers for that postponement, but it certainly will be 2026. Now we will travel from Spain to Italy. Italy is a mother of fiscalization. Italy was the first fiscal country with predefined requirements. Currently in Italy, it is a hardware-based fiscalization system. We need to use specially designed fiscal devices known as RT devices. and we have RT printer and RT server used there. But a little bit revolution happened last year and this year, and it will be in the coming years. It is a software solution for fiscalization, which is introduced and presented as a possibility. What that means? That means still RT printer and RT server are official deadlines, but solution for taxpayers, if they want to work only with software solution without hardware, now it is possible. As I already mentioned, we have certain regulations here which introduce this possibility. Just one article of the one law introduced that, but the most important technical document is this draft of the technical requirements for new software solution. Currently it is available. It gained a green light from the European Union. So software solutions manufacturers can work and create a software solution today as well. What is also important to state here, there is no specific hardware required, so you do not need RT printer or RT server. A software solution will need to have mandatory software components, which are predefined by that draft regulation. The software solution will be subject to approval or certification in front different bodies. Mostly it is Revenue Agency and Special Commission, and also special accreditation or registration of the software solution supplier or producer is required. I mentioned two mandatory components. Here is just a really short, what are they? We have PEM and PEL. Those are both software components. First, PEM is installed on the physical device, for example, on POS. It will record transaction, it will issue commercial document or fiscal receipt, and other, of course, transaction, and it will transmit the data to the processor point, to the PEL. PEL is another component, really important, which basically sends data to the revenue agency. First, it receives data from the PEM and it forwards it to the PEL. That is in XML format. That communication between PEM and PEL must be managed properly in accordance with the requirements. It will receive certain, of course, information from the PEM and deliver to the tax authority. So we have PEM plus PEL then to the revenue agency, and that is all considered as a certified software solution. What are the benefits for the retailers? The benefits are huge, basically, because you will not need any hardware requirement, which can be really okay for the retailers. They all want to work with software with no hardware requirements, technical inspections, and so on. Software can be stable and functional product, also really flexible as a software solution, which can be updated. It can be located not only in one place. It can be really good for the data management to other, let's say, systems for the retailer to easily integrate. And also software solution easily can be integrated with existing systems if we compare with hardware. And of course, tax compliance. If tax authority wants to change something, that can be easy, let's say, updated in the software solutions, more better and faster if you compare with the hardware devices. So that is basically all of me. I'm a little bit longer, but there is enough time to explain Spain and Italy fiscalizations. But of course, you can meet us at Hall 10 E58 if you want to know more about Spain and Italy as well.